What is up, guys? And today we'll be doing another magic trick plus tutorial, so don't forget to stick around to the end to see how this trick I'm about to perform is done. Okay, so trick goes like this. Okay, so I'm gonna have a spectator take out a random card and have them see that card. Ain't looking. Okay, now stick it randomly right around in the deck, and then we're gonna do like a couple of cuts like this. Just to get it really lost in there, we're going to do a riffle shuffle. And then we're going to do another riffle shuffle, just to make sure that your selection is really mixed in there, like that. And then okay, so I'm going to show you the top card, and hopefully, if magic works, we will see your card. Was that your card? It's not? I thought for sure that was going to be card. Okay. So take the top card, that was obviously not your card, and stick it anywhere. So how about you choose to stick it right here. So I'm not moving this card, it's been here the whole entire time. And then as you see, we're just going to cut to where you put that card. Now, it could be really convenient if this top card was your card, but the actual magic would be if the card that you were holding the whole entire time that you didn't see ever moved was your card. Okay, guys, so this is the tutorial, and I'm going to show you how I did that trick. So first, you're going to have the spectator choose any card. So let's say they choose this card. Now for the tutorial, I'm going to see it, but for the trick, you can't see it, or else the spectator would be suspicious. But like, okay, so two of spades. Okay, so we're going to put it randomly in the deck, and then we're going to catch a break right here, and then when we slide it in, we're going to do a cut like this, where now it's on the top. And then you can do this as long as you maintain the card on the top. And then I did like a riffle shuffle, but like I have to keep these cards on the top, so I did something like this, like that, where this card is still on top, like that. And you can even do it twice or three times just to make sure that it gets mixed up. And then after this, you do a double lift of a card. So yeah, just take up two cards and be like, was this your card? And then they'll say like, no. And then you'd be like, okay, well, I thought that was your card. And then you say, okay, I'm going to take the card that you just saw and put it, and then you can have the spectator hold on to it and slide it anywhere in the deck. Like they could slide it like right here, okay? And then you'd be like, okay, we'll cut to right where you slid it. And then you could say, okay. Now that would be really convenient if where you cut was this top card, and that would be your card. But that's not real magic. So you tell them the real magic is where if the card that you're holding and that I have not touched would be your card. And usually, hopefully 100% of the time, it works. What is up, guys? And actually, I decided to put another magic trick inside this video, so you get 2 for 1. Okay, so this trick is, I honestly have no idea how it works, but it usually almost works 100% of the time. But for this trick, you have to know how to riffle shuffle, so be mindful of that. Okay, so this is another one. Okay, so you're gonna have the spectator just split the cards evenly into 3 piles, okay? Or roughly. Okay, so you'll have the spectator pick a card, like pick a pile, one of the 3 piles, and then let's say they pick this one, okay? So I'm just gonna need you to remember that top card, okay? And now we're going to kind of mess up this deck because we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to put another thing on top of it. So now some are up, some are down, okay? And we're going to cut it roughly around the middle right there, and then we're going to do a riffle shuffle. Okay, so we did a riffle shuffle, and now there's a lot of cards that are up and down, okay? So as you see, there are some that are down, there are some that are up. We've just mixed up the deck. So and then just to mix it up, we're just going to do a thing like this. And then, now one thing about magicians is that they don't like their decks being mixed up. So we're gonna actually split the ups from the downs. So there's an up, there's an up, there's an up, down, down, down. Now, one thing I know about card decks is that sometimes they can be very magical and mysterious, so hopefully the cards know what the playing cards know what your selection is that you saw. And then we're just going to mix it up like this, and then now they're all face down, except hopefully for one card, because if you look through, they're all face down. But once you look through it again, you'll see that one card is flipped over. And now hopefully that was their selection. Okay guys, so this is the tutorial for that magic trick, and I promise this is the last part of the video, so yeah, okay, so the trick starts out, you can even have the spectator do this, split the deck evenly into 3 piles, and it doesn't matter if it's like odd or like not even like the same amount of cards, just split it into 3 piles. Okay, so then you're gonna have the spectator choose a pile. It could be any one of the 3 piles. So let's say they select this one, and you're gonna have them memorize this top card, which happens to be the 5 of diamonds, which we use in the performance. So okay, so you're just gonna put it back, and like you can't look at it during the performance, just show the spectator. And then you could pick one of these 2 piles, and you're just gonna flip over and put it on top, and then take the other pile and put it on top of that. Okay, and then you split it right around half, where there's one card that's up and one card that's down. Okay, because if you don't do it like that, then the trick won't work. You have to do it like that, and then a ripple shuffle. And then yeah, so that's why I say for this trick you have to know how to riffle shuffle. So, and then one thing that's interesting about this trick is that even though you did this, their selection that they selected, so you look through all the cards, and you see you have to look for a bunch of flipped up cards. So you see there's a bunch of flipped up cards. You see all these flipped up cards. So if you see all those flipped up cards, the very next card should be their selection. I don't know how it works. It just works. So like, then you have to put 2 cards on top of their selection. Now this trick is really easy to mess up, so you might need to like practice. And yeah, so yeah, you just show them all the cards there. They're all flipped over, and as you see, there's the top 2 cards, and then there's their card that's right there. And then you want to do a cut where it's at, where then it gets put up to the top. So now it's really mixed up, but you actually do know where their card is. It's 2 cards down. See? Okay, so then after this, you want to like, okay, we're going to separate the cards from up and down, and then you're going to do a double lift where you take off these 2 cards. Okay, so this is an up. Now make sure not to slide this one, or else they're going to see that other card, so just square it up like that, and then you can separate the ups from the downs, and then at the end they'll be amazed that the one card that's flipped over is their card. And now make sure not to put any ups in the down pile, or else the trick's going to get messed up and there'll be 2 cards that are flipped over. There we go, we square it up, and then we flip this one over to make them all like that. And then this is important, you want to take off the top cards and put it right here, just to put it like right around the middle, so it looks like that it was mixed up. Okay, so then once you do that, you can be like, okay, now I think all the cards are flipped over, but I think the playing cards know what your card that you saw is. So then you can spread through the cards, and then as you see, there's one card that's flipped over, and that would be their selection.